Good afternoon, my name is Giselle Soto, and today I will be talking about how community colleges don't want to lose DEI, especially higher education schools. The article that I read is called Defending Community Colleges Against Attacks on DEI by Steve Robinson. I will also be talking about a reflection that Dr. Hudson made on the article. The article talks about there are multiple attacks on DEI for colleges. There's even more than one attempt to defund or muzzle DEI at community college. There are also a recent event where there was a few political attacks on the DEI for colleges. The author of the article also talks about how community colleges cannot let the campaign messaging and attempts to fire up the base get in their way of fulfilling the goals of community colleges, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Dr. Hudson also adds onto the article that it would be super important for community colleges to also talk about the biases and so on that exist in their leadership and staff in community colleges. If community colleges really don't want to lose sight of DEI, they should add more efforts to do so, just like Richard J. Daley College. A few of the strengths of the article were that the author talks about they are not letting people of more power take over of DEI, such as political people. It is a good thing that community colleges want more diversity and want more students to feel like they belong. For example, at Richard J. Daley College on April 25, 2023, I was in the main lobby doing homework, and I overheard and saw two students that came from Ukraine. There was also two workers, a translator and a different person who is likely in charge of taking international students. They were being extremely friendly and polite to the international students. I could tell because the students were smiling and also laughing along with the employees. The employees also welcomed the students and even told them they hoped to see them soon. This is something that all community colleges should have. People that know different languages. It is an amazing feeling to go to a different country and see and hear people that know your language, especially if you're not fluent in English. An improvement that the author can make is talk about what can community colleges do to not lose sight on the DEI, or what can students do. Richard J. Daley College can also make some improvements to keep DEI on their sites, such as including other races or cultures in science history. As you go on the third floor at Daley College, you notice that there is a wall with a timeline of how DNA was discovered or other topics. But in the timeline, you can almost see one race, which is whites. It would be awesome to include other science history topics such as who invented the blood transfusion, which was an African American. We must break the cycle of always letting one group of race take over history, and we, all races, should make new history and keep DEI alive. In conclusion, we should not let anyone get DEI off our hands and take action of improving it or keeping it alive.